Hello, Kosarat. Please add my system, please, to the studio, please. Kosarat, can you hear me? Hello everyone, good afternoon. Let me know if you can hear me in the comment section, please. Are there people here yet? Are there people in the class yet? Please, Kosarat, if there are people in the class already, can you add some people to the studio so I can get to know if they're hearing me or not? If you're in class, please let me know if you are hearing me from the chat. Thank you. Are there people in the class already? Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, hi everyone.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, like from my end, I can't see if people are in the class yet. Can they say hi in the
I'm
chat
here.
box? Please, if you're in
I'm
class,
here.
say hi in the chat box. We have
We are here. We can hear you.
okay, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, welcome to class today.
Thank you very much.
All right. So today we are going to be looking at basic functions in Excel, right? We're going to be looking at basic functions in Excel. So I'm going to be sharing my screen in the GP so that we can all check out that. So I don't know, for those of us in the studio, what are the functions you are um how will I say it? What are the functions you are familiar with? Yeah. What are the functions you are familiar with in Excel? Any idea what functions Are you familiar with in Excel? Yes.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, I'm asking a question. You can go ahead.
All right. Okay, so let's say I'm a beginner with Excel. At least from yesterday class, I learned how to format data sets and then using charts. Okay, so Mr. David took us yesterday, and I can see that that's why I know about Excel. At least from a given data set now, I can produce charts and one or two things.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. It's all right. But I'm asking, okay, chat. Hmm. Okay. So what else? What else?
For
Who else
accounting
has something?
purposes, for accounting
You see?
purposes,
For what?
accounting, for accounting purposes.
Okay. I'm asking, what are the Excel functions you know? I'm not asking
Okay,
why or
Excel
what are they
functions.
used for. Yeah, what are Excel functions you know? All right. So what are the accounting functions you know? Okay. I'm waiting to hear us now. At least you know about accounting functions, right? Okay, okay. I can see a number of chats here. Okay.
Okay. Can I talk?
Okay, I actually looked it up
Can I talk?
online. Can I go ahead?
No.
Yes, you can. You can go ahead.
Okay, I looked it up and I see there's arithmetic functions, and that includes sum, average, and product.
That you saw what?
I said I looked it up and I see something like arithmetic functions, and that covers your sum, adding of numbers, average, and then product, which is multiplying numbers.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's cool. It's alright, that was a nice attempt. Okay, we are going to this afternoon. We are going to be doing some of those basic Excel functions. Yeah, they are called basic because it's the normal things you know already. Like I know a lot of us we are familiar with addition of numbers, we are familiar with subtraction of numbers, we are familiar with a lot of things, right? All those arithmetic functions that you mentioned, we are familiar with a number of them. We have the sum, we have the subtraction, we have the minimum, maximum. These are part of the arithmetic functions we are talking about. Minimum, maximum, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, even power function. It can also be looked at as an Excel basic function. Okay, I know we all know the power function, do we? Do you know the power function?
No.
No, I do not. I can only speak for myself.
Okay, but I know
No.
a lot of us know when we want to raise something to the power of something, right?
Oh, yes, sure, we
Yeah.
know that, but not on Excel.
Exactly. So all of those things you can actually do them, right? You can actually
Good.
do them on Excel. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
actually do them on Excel.
Yes.
So this afternoon, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
No.
Even now, you can't see my screen.
We
No.
still
But is it telling you that I'm presenting?
no. It's not even showing that you are
No.
attending
It's
the
not.
shares.
It's just showing the people in the classroom.
Yeah, it's not even indicating who is talking or who is not talking. It's just we can just hear you, but we can't really see any other indication.
Okay. That's
Okay,
fine.
the
Okay,
screen
when
is
I
coming
talk,
up. It's
okay,
Yeah.
coming up now.
Came up
It's
now.
up now.
Yes. We can
It's up
see
now.
it.
it's fine. It's fine. All right. That's awesome. Good to know that you can see my screen. All right, let me zoom this a little so that you all can have a clearer view. It's clearer now, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
Yes.
let us to look at some basic functions. Let me write them. We have basic functions. Basic functions. What was that thing that Mr. David told you yesterday that you should do to, adjust and put your test properly?
Drag.
Okay.
Click
You
and
could
drag.
click and drag.
Meanwhile, how was the
Graph
class yesterday?
test
It
was
was
awesome.
fine. It was sharp, very sharp.
Yeah. For some of you, it was a revision of what we did last week, right?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I
At
missed the
least
last
now that
class.
it's been talked about severally, it sticks now, right?
Yes.
And I don't know. I would love to ask if you have comments, you can always drop it in the comment section. How many of you have your book? Like you have a
Okay.
book for data analysis or you have a book for this Excel class. How many people do I have that have a book that are writing these things we are doing down?
A note. I have.
Yeah, a notebook.
Okay. I also do have,
Okay. Who
and
else? You have? You have? Okay. So as many that don't have, please, it's very, very important. Okay. It's very important that you get a notebook. Your head is not a computer, right? So your head isn't a computer. It's very important that you note these things because some of these things we are saying in class, you may think you are grabbing it, but now when you are having assessment or you have to practice on your own, that's when you go to see gbas. You will not be like, I thought, but I understood it now. How did you even do? But if you are written it down, it saves you a lot of stress. Okay, so it's very okay you write them because some of
Yeah.
them may not really be things that you can easily walk around with. Some of them may be functions, shortcuts, and all of that. So it's very important that you write them. So we have, hey, what did I do here? We have subtraction, we have division, we have multiplication, we have, let me say minimum. Somebody said average. Yeah, we're going to look at that too. We also have maximum. Um, we have average and we have par. Let me look at this list. We look at all these, that would go a long way. So these are basically some of the basic Excel functions. I said some, that's not all. So these ones are kind of arithmetic functions. Yeah. So we have the sum, subtraction, division, multiplication, minimum, maximum, average, par. There could be a lot more, but let's go with these for now. As time goes on, you still get to know other functions used in Excel. but they may not be arithmetic anyways. So um we all know what sum is now. Who can tell me what do you understand by sum?
Some addition of two or more numbers, two or more
Addition of
different.
numbers.
Okay, addition of number. Yeah. So let me say, what do we create now? Let's look at a fictional data. What data set am I going to be having now? Okay, let me look at price. Okay, which goods is that? Okay, let me look at goods. Maybe a particular good. Go ahead. Use, what are the things we can look at? Let me use another color.
Goods.
Yeah. Nah. Okay. A number of goods.
That
Just random goods. Go
it
ahead.
shoes,
Rice,
Okay. Rice.
beans,
shoes,
Okay. Shoes. Okay. Beans. Shoes. Okay. Sorry.
clothes, clothes,
Yeah. What else?
clothes.
Okay. Clothes. Is that not it?
okay, yeah, that's it.
That's
Or let's go
possible.
to
Okay. What again?
Television. Television.
Bags. Okay. Is television a good? Okay. Let's leave it like that since we do not categorize the goods, any goods at all. No problem. What again? What else? Let's say jewelries. Our ladies, you wear jewelries now, Abby.
Yeah.
I think that should be an L. Yeah, jewelries. Let's make it like 10 items. Jewelries. Ah, a number of us to use makeup. So let's add
Laptops,
it.
laptops,
Table and chairs. Table and chairs.
Mhm.
Table and chairs.
Okay, okay. Let's stop at that. Tables. Okay,
laptop,
table, chairs. Okay. Oh, sorry. At this juncture, I think I will need to add. Let me do something. I'll need to add. Okay, let me just add quantity here, right?
yeah.
okay,
That would be necessary. All right. So let's go. What do we okay, let's give random cost to rice beans. So let's go. Give me your
Why,
prices for rice.
why is 4,005?
90,
I beg, make I go with that 90K. Oh, which way am I going?
90K.
Like
Ah, I beg, oh, please, I beg.
no. You know that actually 4 5 go make sense. Or it go make sense if everyone go make sense. So
Two, I don't understand where the 90 is coming from. I beg, oh, please.
it's a random number.
a, a
It's a
bag
random
of,
number.
yeah, and a bag of rice is 90K.
Ha.
Of course,
May
let's
we
go
no go
ahead.
there. Has he gotten there up now? Is it up to
What?
90,000 already?
It's
Yeah.
more
Is a
than
bag of
for
rice up to
foreign. Foreign
90,000
is a
already?
hundred. Foreign is
Ah,
100
I
plus.
beg. Let's start praying for our country, Nigeria. Things must get better. Jesus.
Amen.
Seriously. God, I remember when rice used to be 12,500, 6,000. No, those amounts. And it would be like, rice is not expensive, but 50 naira per cup. Gone are those good days. This generation, it's fine. All right, let's go ahead. Name your prizes. Shoes. You know, there are some people, if the amount
Yes.
never high, if the amount is not high, it will be like say they're wearing inferior materials. Like say the shoe they talk. Sometimes I be wondering, say this shoe get mouth ni to come talk say I buy am for this amount oh. Okay oh, it's fine. There are people like that though. Especially people that look like my gender. I do not say it's my gender, oh, but they look like it. Is that right? So let's go ahead. Television. What do we have? How much? Let me
Two
see.
fifty
Three
thousand.
50.
Okay, 350. Jewelries, uncle. Me, I know they wear jewelries,
Ladies
so I
will answer
don't know
that.
the amount. What?
What?
Ladies will answer.
120K.
It's okay.
Oshe. Who just talked now? Who was that?
That should be a sales. So
You should I talk? I should comment my reserve. Oh Lord. Okay, makeup.
Makeup
over
10K.
Let's talk about makeup. How much? Hmm?
10K. 5K.
Obeni, is it that cheap?
For
All
one
those
now,
brown
like
powders,
you are
this
buying
one, this
foundation.
one, the kit, makeup kits
Foundation. You
like
are buying
this.
foundation. Okay, makeup
The
kit.
kit itself,
You put about
yeah.
100K. 100, they want
Hmm.
120.
okay,
You
sorry,
be
please.
you be classy lady. Oh.
Instructor. Um,
Yes, please. My name is Clementina.
okay, Clementina, people are saying in the comment section that your
Yeah.
screen is blurred. If you can increase it a bit or something.
But to be frank with you, is my screen that blurred? My screen is not blurred. I had to zoom out. So they can also zoom at their own end. But let me still zoom. If you check, you can see that my zoom is in 160. Let me still zoom them more. But I will not zoom in such a way I cannot now see what I'm doing. Do you see it? If I would have to be going down to check what I'm doing. So
Yeah,
I'll have to
I
reduce
understand that
that.
navigation will be difficult for you if it's becoming too much.
Exactly. So let me see. Let me reduce it a little. When I started, I had to zoom out for those that may not see clearly. That was the essence of doing that. Is it zoom out or be zoom in? I don't know the one. Or shall there you zoom? So I think this is fair enough.
Yeah.
This is fair.
Until we hear back
So
from
please
the
give
com-
me a second. Okay, before I even finish saying give me a second, there's come that far. Just give me 1 minute, please. I'll be back. Okay, hello guys, I'm back. Who missed me? All right. Talk oh. Say the truth and shame the devil. Ha! Laptop is how much?
Four
Omo,
fifty.
my friend bought laptop for 400K. Ha!
So,
That's a lot. Table, let's say 20,000, and chairs, let me say 55. It's not easy oh. Ha! That laptop, you'll be cherishing it like your life. 400,000 naira. Okay, now this is the cost of this thing. Let's assume that you are a retailer or you are, a business person, that kind of thing, and these things cost you this amount to buy. So, at what price do you think you are going to be selling them?
rice 105.
Hey, bad Nigerians. Now,
Ah,
see,
no,
A whole
15,000
fif-
naira
a whole
profit will be.
15K gain.
And
you don't see
you,
am now for one bag oh. Economy tough. All right, how about this?
beans
I know
90,000.
say person I no know say you go even talk night as I be think say na 100K you go dey talk because you no like small small gain.
I said
So how
90,
about
not
this?
even shoes. Okay, 50,000 shoes. Omo.
Okay, I don write 100 already now. Person like you go write 70,000. Come tell dem on top shebi na say una dey do am na business pipu una meet. They will even swear for you that there is no gain in this thing oh. Even me na 16 na 100 naira dey use sell am, 100 naira only. Something dey buy for 50K oh. Is well. Okay, let's keep going. Time is running out.
Okay, 85.
Let me say
Where are
60K.
you?
This one wey
He's
dey
in
buy for
back.
350, how much they wan sell am?
400.
So how much is the television going to be?
350.
400.
Chai, e get some goods wey dey give money oh. Still na 50 whole thousand naira on top. um Ndị jewelries, how much how much dis one go come
One
cost?
140.
Mm-hmm.
The guys, the radio to be saving up money for jewelries for your women. No be to dey wan carry woman for mouth.
Now to go collect lapo
Jewelry
now.
jewelry and makeup. Alright,
No be
makeup
to,
nko?
120.
Alright, 120. You wan go borrow money use buy jewelry. How long will you keep borrowing? When will you not pay back?
no be
I know
waiting
say
remain be that. No be waiting remain be that if jewelry is that important. Now to go borrow money remain.
I hear you sir. Laptop?
450.
450.
Okay, 450,000. Tables?
Let's say 22,000.
25.
Okay?
Okay,
Ah,
45,000.
45.
Yeah, right, cheers.
70.
E be like say I go come enter business. Dis way wey dey business dey make money oh, and dem go dey cry say gain no dey.
Okay, Clementina.
Yes please.
Someone in the comment is saying if we can change that price to selling price or something for more clarity.
Okay.
Okay, cost price, selling price. Okay, amount. Okay, amount sold.
Yeah.
Okay,
So quantity, how many bags of rice go and collect?
I
Let's
bet two
say.
is enough. Two is enough, so that we'll not be dealing with too much and high figures rather.
Yeah.
Eh? Eh? 23 is
Bags.
it?
Imagine if I have 15 bags. Okay, now for sef, sha. That one day. So let's be a bit faster. Tables, chairs. Okay, fine. We have gotten to what we want. And as usual, you know that I think in the first class I told us about data formats and data types, right? So one thing you should always note is what's the format of your data? What format is it supposed to take? For instance, when I say format, it means that this one that is whenever it has to do with money or currency whatsoever, it has to take a particular format. Does not need anything is okay. And I also want you to note a quick one. I want you to, what do you think in terms of format? What is the difference between letters and numbers?
hmm?
What just happened? Can anyone hear me?
I'm hearing you. It's like she left. She's not
I think.
no longer online. Okay,
I
she's
think.
there. She's still here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I don't know what went wrong, but I just realized it's like a call came into my phone and that disrupted everything. Oh, God. Because I could hear them saying something went wrong, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. This is one thing I hate. Okay, let me not say this. This class is recorded. All right. You can see my screen now, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. So I was saying that what is your observation between numbers and text? What do you think about it in their formats or arrangement? Like, what can you observe looking at these numbers and the text? What do you see? Think like an analyst.
They are aligned to the right or something.
Hmm?
Which one is
I said
aligned
they
to
are
the
all
right?
aligned to the right.
All of them.
They are what?
Yeah, the numbers are aligned to the right, all of them.
Okay. And okay, that was a nice try. You are right, actually. So if you see, numbers are aligned to the right, like you said, and tests they are aligned to the left. And there are times you could see numbers aligned to the right, left instead of right. And at that moment, it's a number, but Excel does not see it as a number. Excel sees it as a test. Do you understand? But so, for instance, if my
Mm-hmm.
22 needs to be here, and my 22, let me backspace, and my 22 now is now here instead. Oh, how do I even make this? Okay, let me see. I don't let me look for how to reformat. Okay, let me just format this and do something. So let me assume that yeah, you see my 22 now is aligning to the right, I be left, right? Is
Yes.
even though it's a number, it's not as a number in Excel. It's seen as a text. Can you see it here? The format.
Yes. Yes, we can.
So exactly. So this is one thing you should know. Numbers, they are aligned to the left, and letters,
To the
sorry, to
left.
the right,
Yes.
and letters are aligned to the left. Do you understand it? And there could
Yes,
be times you could have what I just showed you. There are times you could have that. So it's for you to know that what you should do to change it back to the normal thing it ought to be. Okay?
yes, that's
So
clear.
now
Mm.
let's, you say what? What did, so having said that, let's move on quickly. So we have the sum function. There are different ways to do sum in Excel. We have about two, three ways you can sum, right? And what Excel understands, right? Can you hear me? Calls are
Yeah.
entering my phone. That's
Yes, we
why
can hear
this
you,
thing is
boy. It
around.
seems the line is
So can
good.
you hear me, right? So you cannot just come now and say Excel, just sum this. You have to give it a command. You have to make it understand that okay, this is a function. This is, you are inputting a formula right now. And that means that whenever you want to solve anything in Excel, whenever you want to input any formula or function, whatsoever it be, you have to use the equal to sign. You see, once I said equal to, it has noted that this thing now, this person wants to write a formula. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Under this place, you see a lot of things, right? You see all these stuffs. So the moment I say equal to, it has Excel has already been like notified that okay, a calculation wants to go on. But if I want to do
Go
something
on.
and I
Yeah.
don't put this equal to sign, sorry, if I don't put it, it doesn't realize any other thing I do. Even if I say sum, nothing happens. It will just be like that, or it will even return error for me. So provided you want to carry out a function, a formula, whatsoever it is, you have to write equals to. And by the way, what's the difference between formulas and functions? That's for you. Go and look it up and know the differences between formulas and functions. Most times they're used interchangeably anyways. So that is about that. So if I want to do some for one step one, like let me say step one. So because I've put this thing, anything I do now is assuming that that's what I want to sum. So let me write step one here for sum. Step one. Um am I still having equal to again? Okay, let me just go ahead and do what I started earlier. But now, note it in your mind. The first step is to say equals to, you call up the sum function. We have the sum function, right? This is sum function. We have sum if, sum is, sum product, some blah, 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 blah. But now you call up the sum function and it's asking you, okay, let me even do something. You see what it said? adds all the numbers in a range of cells. So that means you're going to be telling it
Okay.
the numbers you want it to add. So when I call up the sum function, and then it's asking me what are the numbers I want to add, right? So since I want to add, um, let me say this is the cost. I want to get the profit now. Let's say profit, right? This is amount sold. This is our quantity.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just add the cost, the
The
amount sold,
cost.
and the
Yeah.
quantity, everything.
So
I
then the
think if I want to
quantity.
get
Yeah.
profit, I have to be multiplying something. So let's just say I want to add this. You put a comma, you see that if I didn't put this comma, it's assuming that what anything, even if I click on this, it would assume that this is what I'm talking about, right? So I want to add this, and then when I put a comma, it would leave number one and know, okay, number one taken, what's the next number? So I highlight this is the second number, I put a comma, and if I also want to add this to it, right? If I want to add this to it, I also highlight it. And then since that's the last, I close my bracket and do enter. So this to add this particular cell or this particular row, this is a row. To add this particular row, this is the function we use, equals to sum, blah, blah, blah. And having done this for this one, I don't need to come and start adding for all of them again. I can just fill. Let me use this opportunity and teach us fill. I know
Drag
you
it.
know fill. You can either drag it down and it fills for the rest, but there is other ways to fill. I don't need to drag down. If I click here, you see this black something. I hope I'm not too fast. If you see this black something, you double click. That's all you need to do, and it automatically fills for the rest for you. That's one of the functions too that we
Can you
have
repeat
in
that?
Excel, fill function, right? So let me use this opportunity
Can
and teach you
you
that
can
one.
you repeat that, please? Can you repeat it,
Okay,
please?
okay. Let me go again. So what I did, let me let me just take my step a bit backward. So this was what I did. This is the first thing we added. Excel has made it beautiful
Yeah.
that you don't need to come and start adding each row by row by row, Once you have added for one, that's one good thing about functions. The moment you said equal to sum, it has taken note that this is the same thing you want to do for every other thing here. So if I get for the first one, is enough for me to get for the rest, right? I'll just come here and you see this
Yeah.
black something. Can you see it? This black
Mm.
thing now I'm moving.
The black
Yes.
cell.
You bring it to this point.
Mm.
There are two ways. You can either drag
Mm.
it down like this. Sorry. You can either drag it down like this, right? And you fill. And for me, this is a waste of time because I could have more than 12, rows. Do you get? I could have a number
Yeah.
of
Yes.
rows. Do you understand? So if I how long am I going to be
Yes.
doing that? So for me, the best thing to do is I have this. Instead of dragging, I can just double click it and it fills for every other one. It's called flash fill.
Okay.
It's
Do
called
you
what again,
understand?
please?
Flash. Mhm.
Is fill
Flash.
function, flash fill.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Do we have flash fill here? I think it's somewhere around here. There's a function called fill. Okay, yeah. So you can fill down, you can fill right, you can fill up, you can fill left. Anyways, but that's not what I want us to do now. So this is the way to fill. All right. So I don't need to come and start adding all of them one by one, one by one. I can just do for one and then I fill for the rest. That's the beauty of Excel. And that's what makes Excel calculation better than a calculator. You understand, right? So that's the
Yeah.
number one
Yeah.
way of summing. You can use the sum function, equal to sum. Don't forget, whatever you want to do, you have to use the equal to sign. All right. Any function you want to use in Excel, whatsoever it is you want to do, you always have to use the equal to sign. All right. So the second way to add, we have what we call the um There's something we call this thing. Oh, how did I forget? Auto sum. Thank you. There's something we call auto sum, right? This is another way of adding. If I want to, let me say for instance, I want to sum all of these things together, all these together, and I want to use the auto sum function. If I just click on auto sum like this, that's all. It highlights it on this. All I need to do is to do enter, and it will give me the summation. This is the second way of summing, right? To just highlight everything. If you want to use the auto sum, that's the way to go about it. Once you just put your cursor where you want the summation to be, and then you click on auto sum, shikina, that's all. Okay, so that's the second way of summing. Another way you can also sum is to use what we call alternate plus equal to. When I clicked on this auto sum, you saw something in brackets, alternate and equal to. All it means is that, for instance, if I want to use that function here, I can just say alternate and equals to. That's just what it means. It's not like you're going to be writing alternate and write plus. No, you hold your alternate key and then your equal to key, and it gives you the same thing. Do you understand it? Am I being followed?
Yes, we are together.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So is there anybody that is following what I'm doing at your end?
Yes, I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
Yes, because I also need somebody's screen. I don't know why at this time of the day NEPA is not giving me light. I don't know how many percent my battery is remaining. Okay, so that's just how to do addition. So who can tell me the three ways? Okay, we can do addition. The first step is the equals to sum. The second one is the auto sum. The third one is alternate and equals to, alternate plus equal to. These are the three ways to sum. There could be other ways, but these are the three I know. So if you have others, you can still let me know. No, that's one good thing about these things. There is no one way about it. There are a lot of ways. We know this, we not know the other. So feel free to share if you know something I don't know. Okay, don't be like, she's the tutor,
Yeah.
she knows better. No, 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 nobody knows it all. So these are the three functions. These are the three steps you can use in taking out a sum function. So if you want to do subtraction, it's also is the
Okay,
normal
sorry.
way, you know.
Before you go ahead,
Okay.
someone is asking in the comment section if you can kindly do the auto sum again.
You say?
Someone in the comment section is asking if you can kindly do the auto sum again.
Okay, auto sum. Oh, that's fine. All right. If you want to do the auto sum, all you need to do is to place your cursor where you want the sum to be, right? Where you want the answer kind of to be. For instance, I want to sum this particular column, everything here. Let me assume that this is the profit that has been made from this particular, goods, and I want to get the total profit. I want to get it as a whole, right? All I need to do is to place my cursor here. This is where I want it to be, and then and this is actually the cell I'm working on. Okay, if I place it here, I come to this place. Can you see under the home tab? This is the home tab. At the extreme right, you see this summation sign. For those of us that did
Yeah.
statistics, mathematics, even in economics and other fields, this
Everybody
is a
knows
summation
that.
sign. You see, that's the auto sum. Okay, if I click on it, it automatically highlights, and in short, it will just put the sum function for me and do everything I would have done if I was to do equals to sum. All I need to do, once I do that, all I need to do is to say enter, and then I get my answer. Do you understand it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's clear.
Okay, I don't know. The person that asked that, can you notify us if that's okay, if you are good?
Um, I'll let you know when our feedback is in.
It's all right. It's all right. So if you want to do subtraction, let's assume we want to subtract the cost from the amount that was sold, so that we can know, oh yeah, how much did you actually, get. So let me say I have equal to, don't forget, you must have to start with your equal to sign. So we have equal to, I want to subtract the amount sold from the cost, so that whatever remains, I know that's my gain, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I have this. There is no subtraction function in Excel. You just use your normal hyphen, right? Equals to
Okay.
C2 minus this normal way you do it, and click enter, and it will do it for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Y- Yes.
And then let me say this is sum. This is subtraction. Okay. So if I do this, it's going to give me for the rest of the cells. Okay. So if you want to do division, let me say division. If you want to do division, it's still the same thing. You use your equal to sign. Equal to, there is also no division. So maybe I want to also, hey, it don't happen. No. Is somebody ready to share their screen? Is there anybody that is where I am as it stands? Like the way this thing is going, that is following me like bomber to bomber.
No, I'm not following. We'll probably have to start all over again or something.
You say?
I said I'm not like I don't have everything that you have done now. We'll probably have to start all over. So I
But do you
mean,
have the data sets up to here, up to quantity?
no, I will have to start inputting them now.
Interesting. Is there anybody in the class that probably has that?
I didn't do it.
Okay, I don't know.
Wow.
Onyedikachi is saying something like can you check the
You
comment
say?
section from your end? It seems like two people are saying they are almost there or so.
Okay, okay. Truth is, I can't see this comment section from here. I have to navigate to that place. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay, is if there is anybody that um that has what I have up to where I am. I don't know. Is Joshua still here? I can't add anybody to the studio from my end. I would have just said the person should be added to the studio, but I don't think Kosharat is still here with me. So that once I leave, somebody else can, share their screen. That's the beauty of this whole thing, that you're seeing what I'm doing. Or somebody can just pray and Nepa will just give me light sharp sharp. That will be all.
Which state are you in? Which state are you?
You say?
Which state are you?
I'm in Lagos State.
They don't have lights in Lagos? Wow.
I don't know. I've noticed that you will be surprised that towards the end of this class now there will be lights. I've noticed that from other times we usually have light steadily. Oh. We have light steady. I have another system, but my issue is before I start connecting to that one now. And again, before I will have to also input all of these things. I don't have any information there. That would maybe in the next from next class, I'll start using that system for my classes since the battery lasts longer.
Can you
Because
add
it's
someone
not my.
to hello,
You
sorry.
say?
Can you add someone to this studio?
That's the thing.
It's not done.
Um,
It's not done. Is it done?
Personally, right? I can't do
Yeah.
that from my end. It's only the virtual assistant that can do that.
Oh,
See, I'm
because
out.
I see a
And
number
if
of
I
people.
leave to inform her to come and do that, I would also have to. Okay, can you, anybody on the this, you can just share your screen. We may not really use what we have from my end. You can just use any, two, three something to demonstrate what I mean, and that will be all. Okay.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah,
Give
just
me
go
a
ahead and
minute.
share your screen because going to alert her. I don't think she's here with me. Going to alert her now to do that. That's why I love Google Meet. I would have been able to navigate everything all by myself. But this, I didn't set it up by myself, so I can only be allowed in and out. So even if I leave now to inform her, I will have to wait for her to get me in again. That's why I'm not even tempted to leave. So you can just share your screen so that we continue. But the division is basically the same way. All you need to do is your equal to, you select the cells you are dividing. Maybe let's say cell C2 divided, your slash is what you use for division. Okay, you use the slash and it does the division for you. That's how we do it. Is anybody sharing their screen?
I'm coming. Thing is, I'm trying to input the data cells for what's it called? Data
No, just
cells.
go ahead and share your screen so that we can do that together.
Okay, give me a minute.
Okay. While we are waiting for you, let me keep talking so that when we are doing this, it won't, take time. So that's that for division. You just use a slash and divide. These are basic arithmetic. It's something we all know. Okay. So now, if you want to, what else is there after division? Multiplication. Okay, if we want to multiply two, you just to say equal to, you select the cell you want to multiply with the other cell and use your star. That star, asterisk sign, that's the sign that is used for multiplication in Excel, and that does the 10 for you, multiplication. All right, are you getting it? I don't know why I cannot see your comments from here. Okay, maybe I'm the one making mistake. I'm checking the chat instead of the comments.
Can you see my screen? Clementina, can you see my screen?
Okay, let me check that. I was trying to check the comments. Not yet.
Okay, I don't know what's happening here. I'm trying to share the screen.
You know how to share. Are you connected on your system?
Yes,
Okay. Just you can see all those. You know how to share a screen, right?
yes.
Okay, your screen is coming up now. Your screen is
Is
coming
it,
up.
is it up now?
Yes, it's up now.
Okay, and then there's this. No, I don't think that's mine. I think that's another person's
Okay,
screen.
yeah. So we
That's
can
another.
just work with what you have, right?
That's not my. I
O-
don't think that's my screen. That's another person.
Okay, let me see. Okay, but
Okay,
somebody else is sharing. Who is sharing, please?
that's the thing. Who is this other person sharing?
You say?
I don't know who the other person is.
Okay, whoever it is fine. Just share, let's use it and learn.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So, you can just hello, can you notify me who is the share person sharing screen, please? So I'll know who to direct my instructions to.
Okay, Celestia is the one sharing. Celestia Felix.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So let's use what you have. Don't worry. You don't need to complete it. Let's just use what you have. Okay. Leave it like that. Let's just use what you have. So we want to do all right, Celeste. This is Cele what?
Celestia Felix.
Okay, Felix. Okay, Felix, just go ahead and do the division using the this thing you have, just the ones you have. Go to the cell after quantity. Don't use quantity, just go to the cell after quantity. Yeah. That's your title bar, right? Your column header, sorry. So just here exactly. So you can say equal to. So want to subtract, which one is the higher number? Can you zoom in your screen so I can see it clearly? At the No, you don't need to go up there. Just down here, down at your yes, down. You see, no. Don't go to your extreme right. To your extreme right. Just keep going. Down to your extreme right. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Can you see that place that you can zoom? See below that place your cursor is now exactly. Check that line. You can actually zoom on that line, that straight line that you are seeing there. Yes, please. Yeah. So you can increase it there, not on the number. Just drag it. Click in. Yeah.
Oh, like where you
Click
see
on it
zoom
now. If you are
on
in
that
front, you just
line,
have to
click
click and it
anywhere in
moves.
front of that
Or
line.
you increase it from the plus sign, anyone that works for you. All right, if you can't do that, don't worry. Just go ahead. I can zoom it from my end. Just go ahead to what you have. Go back to your this thing. Exactly, it's fine. Okay. Now use your slash. You know your slash, right? From your keyboard. Put a slash. No, now you have, what are you dividing? You have to select a cell. No, yeah, a cell that you want to divide. So let's take okay, divided by C2. Put your division sign. Yeah, put your division sign. The division sign is a slash. So after writing equal to B2, you put a slash. I did not say a hyphen. Well, I said a slash. And this thing you're doing is what I've been doing all this while. A slash. Yeah. This hyphen. Slash is like a stroke. A stroke. Don't feel bad. Just keep going. And then what do you want to divide with 90,000? You click on it. Cool. And you enter. That's all. Fine. So that means fill for the rest. Fill for the rest of the cells or for the entire column. That's fine. If you had also filled, it will just stop at E12. It will only put 00 for the remaining because there's nothing there. So that's okay. So this is for, so don't worry, just leave it where it was. Yeah. So this is for division. That's how it goes. Click out. Okay, so this is for division. This is how division works. Okay, this is how division works. So if you want to do multiplication, is all also the same thing. You just have to say equal to. So Felix, go ahead and write equal to. This for multiplication now. Equal to. So want to multiply cost by price. So you click on the cell you want to multiply, yeah, and you use your asterisk. You know asterisk now, or the that hash. It's not hash, star in phone. You know when you want to say star this uh either you use it anyone that you understand it to be, either a star or an asterisk. So that's all you use for multiplication. Let me check where it is on the system. That can be faster. Okay, you just do shift 8 from my end. That's what it is. Okay, great. And then what are you multiplying it with? So you're multiplying it with the price. So that is just it. Yeah, that's all. And then you hit enter. Okay, so that is just it. It's simple, right?
Yes, it
Hello
is.
guys, it's simple, isn't it?
It appears to be.
But it is not appearing to be, it is actually. It's a simple process. Just the way on a norm, if you were using your calculator, you say this times this, normal, you say equal to. That's almost the same thing. That's the
Yes,
same thing
actually.
we are doing. Okay, her name is Celestia. Okay,
Yes.
that's the same thing we are doing here. So instead of using a calculator, we are doing it on Excel. You just select the cell that is having the number you want to multiply. Select it, put the multiplication sign. What are you timesing it with? What are you multiplying it with, right? You select it too and then you hit enter. My boss will say Viola. So that's all you need, and that's all. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
So please, do we have any question before we go ahead? Okay, somebody said do the division again.
Division
Just the way
again.
you
Yeah.
saw him do the multiplication is the same way you will do the division. For instance, I want to divide cost by price, right? I want to divide the cost by price now. All I need to do, the cost is on C what? Okay, B something. You highlight this cell or you click on the cell that is containing what you want to divide. So we have B2, right? Or yeah, I think that's B2. And you divide it with C2. You use the slash sign. That's the sign for division. Is that okay? And if you can't see his screen from your end, you can actually zoom yours from your end, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of people saying do autofill again. Autofill is very simple. You'd Okay, Celestia, Felix, were you there when we did the autofill? Can you do it again for the benefit of those asking that we do it again? So do autofill for the one you just divided or you just multiplied. Do the autofill for it.
Okay, like just undo that last column and then we do it.
You say?
No, I'm saying that she should just undo the last action she did, the last column, and then we do it to demonstrate autofill.
Celestia, can you hear me? Hello guys, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I was telling Celestia to do the autofill again. I'm seeing a number of requests in the comment section to do the autofill. So
I think
please,
she's trying to figure that out also.
Okay. Um, Please, somebody in the class that can speak should guide her on what to do. Because I can't
Okay.
apparently see what she's doing like this.
Okay, Celestia, what we want to do now is we demonstrate autofill. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Uh, um, uh,
I can hear you. I don't know about her. From
that's
what
what.
I'm seeing, you're supposed to actually put your cursor down where you want the sum to be, right? It's just like you want to do addition on a sheet of paper. Exactly. So when you do that, you don't even need to click on that thing you're doing. You just hit the autofill and that's it. You don't need to open the drop down. Okay? Just go ahead and hit enter. That's all. As the name implies, it's just telling you automatically do this thing for me. That's autofill, right? Just do it for me. And it seems to be more simpler than coming to say what you should have done, it has done it for you. Instead of you now saying equals to sum, this to this, autofill will just automatically do that for you. That's what autofill stands for. Okay? So let's forge ahead. I hope the person that asked that question is cleared now. Oh, my dear people, me too, I even forgot. Okay, sorry, I mistook the autofill for autosum. Sorry, no vex. What we did was autosum, not autofill. Okay, all right, we still have another thing to do. We have power, the power sign. But hello, guys. I hope I'm not bugging you with a lot of things. These are actually basic things we all should know. Is it too bulky to grab at a time? Am I being too fast? And are you actually getting what we are doing? It's good that everybody is carried along, everybody gets to understand what is happening in class before we forge ahead. So in the next thing we are going to do, the person that wants autofill, we will definitely do it again. So just watch out for that in the next function. But meanwhile, before we proceed, how far are we getting it? Is it entering or the thing they do us bad bulls? Which one?
I think we can proceed. We are getting with time. We'll get better.
Okay, Kechinaza, what are you not cleared on? Okay, don't worry. We are going to do autofill. In fact, almost in most things we are going to be doing, we are going to be using the autofill. So don't worry, you will definitely see it again. Okay, I'm happy that a number of us are getting it. So that is it. Don't worry. Except we not except we not come and reduce your steeze and composure. No gree, no gree for if you no get there is no steeze or composure for here just talk say na here me I dey like this, I no follow reach this point or I follow reach. Okay, so make the thing no come dey aunty Celestia, where are you taking us to? So
I think
the
she's.
person that is saying you think it would have been better if the class will see the complete data set. It, I think I gave the complete data set before my system went off. So if you were following, you should have had it at your end. And however, if you don't have it at your end, Just assume that you just have 5 data sets, right? Whatever that is going on these five is the same thing that would have happened if the whole 12 we have filled for price abi cost. I think that's price. That's the reason why you're not seeing everything. So whatever that is happening on this, just assume. In fact, Celestia, okay, I don't want to scatter your data, because if I ask you to delete these ones now, it's your hard work that I am. So that person, you're supposed to have the complete one and do the same thing. Whether the data set is 2, is 100, is 1000, the same thing that is happening on 2 is the same thing that will happen on 1000 when you use these formulas or functions. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether it's 10, 100 or 20. So please, while in class, try to be following, try to be doing what we are doing part time. Alright, so that you will flow along. And if maybe you okay, thanks for that. Thanks for that. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. There are different ways of achieving an objective, right? There are different ways of achieving an objective. The objective of this class is to ensure that at the end of the day, you should be able to, boldly with your full chest say, I be Excel Bado like this now. Whatever it is for Excel, bring am. At least the basic ones up to intermediate or up to advanced, as the case may be. Alright? So most of those things that happens is for you to give others or the class, like for instance, Celestia wouldn't have known if she's following or not, or if she can do these things or not, if I was the one that my screen has been showing. Yeah, I believe that in the next class that's not going to repeat itself. Yeah, that's a promise actually. So by the next class, I'm going to use a stronger system that boosts, like a system that the battery is stronger, to avoid this. But it's also good that you get to do hands-on in class. It's also another part of learning. I know with just this little Celestia has done now, it has stuck in her head that this is how to do it. With all the barrier which they do inside the cells up and down and all of that is another way too of learning. All right. So that's fine. Okay. The next thing is we want to do the power function. Our time is ticking. I want to do the power function. So in another cell, Celeste, please, let's move on to the power function. Most times we will think, this thing is entering, oh, I'm getting it, oh, until, hey, you now want to try it out. You will now be asking yourself that, what is going on? I thought I knew this. I thought I could do it. So if you don't mind, Celestia, hide this your sharing. Hide it. Click on hide. Don't stop sharing or hide. So that's okay. Now, the power function, all we need to do is, let's say for instance, want to raise the price to a given power, right? That's wonderful. You are there now. You see, she's learning actually. Celeste, are you not learning? She's not talking.
Yeah, she's asking if anyone can hear. I think she's talking from my end, but we can't hear.
Oh, Celeste, are you a guy? Are you a guy? Abi na woman, why the hear guy voice? I don't understand.
I think you are mixing Felix and Guy and Celestia together. There is Felix Adewemi and then there is Celestia Felix. Two different things.
Okay. Who is speaking now? Felix Adeyemi.
Yes, this is Felix Adewemi. Okay, and
How about
Celestia is
Celeste? Is
replying.
she talking?
Yes, he's saying I'm a guy too.
Oh, interesting. And I've been saying she didn't say anything. Oh, sorry, he didn't say anything. Anyways, you can be a hermaphrodite now. It's allowed. Abi, you know want. Okay, we are getting there. We are getting there. So, okay. That's cool. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I when I had Felix, when I saw Celestia, okay, Celesta, I was like, this one na the call person Felix na woman no. I can't dey call Celesta. Now you be guy again. So all join. So let's move ahead. The next thing we want to do is uncle they try they read chat. They do wetin I ask you say make you dey do for me, no vex.
Okay, you can just concentrate on sharing your screen. I will keep an eye on the chat. Is that clear?
Don't mind him now. He's feeling himself. He's on the stage today. Hallelujah to the Lord. Okay, that's fine. That's by the way. All right, let's go for power function. The same way we do these things, that's the same way the power function works. You know, it's easy to you can actually use the raise to the power on your keyboard to do that. Yeah, you can do it that way, but there's a power function in Excel, and it is advisable that you use the functions when available instead of that. So what we are going to do is we are going to do it both ways. We are going to use the power function, and we are also going to, use the one on the system that raise to the power that you know that you always press in your phone, in your calculator, and the rest of them. We are going to use the two. So Celestia, Abi Felix, so that I'll know the one I'm calling. So go to on that cell G2, type equal to. So let's say we want to, okay, power, type power, since we want to use the power function. Felix, you be like say you like dancing. Felix, are you a dancer? Do you like to dance? All right, click on the power function if you are there. Most times before you click on it, just hold on. Before you click, read out. Okay, somebody else, maybe Felix Adeyemi, you can read out what it does, the function. Because one thing about Excel, each function you are clicking is telling you what that function does, the function it plays in Excel. So can you please
Okay.
read it out for the class?
The power function returns the result of a number raised to a power.
As simple as that. So when you want
Yeah.
to do anything, you always see Excel bring out this is what this thing does, oh, so that you will know, is it what I'm looking for, is it not, and all stuff like that. So now click on it.
Click, guy. Okay.
Okay, it's not G3 we are interested in. You put your cursor in the wrong place. So delete G3, delete it, not the power, just delete, put your cursor in the open bracket and delete G3. Or don't worry, just click on C2. That would help. Just go ahead and click on C2. It will change it. and then you close your brackets. Okay, no, before you close brackets, at least you can see that you have your power, you have number. Now it's asking you, to what power do you want to raise C to? Is it to power 2, to power 4, 5, 6? So you have to put your comma. You see, those things you are seeing are steps that you have to follow. If you don't put a comma, it's not moving to the next thing. Excel is showing you that after the number there should be a comma. Can you see that? So you have to put that comma. So now put comma. The moment you put comma, it will highlight the next thing. If you don't do it well, it's not going to highlight. It's not even going to leave that place. It's not going to go to the next. So Felix, put a comma, or Celesta, so I can be differentiating between the two Felix. You put a comma. Yeah. So you see, the moment you put a comma, it has gone to the next item. It's now, it has highlighted power. To power what? So let's say we want it to power 2. So put it to the power 2. Yeah, and you close your brackets. So you hit enter. So this is 9,500 raised to the power 2. You may have to increase the cell. Let me see if it's going to bring out everything, or it's just going to be like this. I can't see what you're doing. No. It's really still with us. Abi is from my end.
Okay, I think it's
Okay,
coming.
yeah, that's okay, that's fine. So it's because it wasn't this, and that's why it's giving us the exponential, even though it's not wrong too. But this is the full something. So for the person that said she wants to understand autofill, now the next thing Felix wants to do is to fill for column, sorry, for row 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Abi only 3, 4, 5. Yes, for row 3, 4, 5. So the power function for row 3, 4, 5. That's what he wants to do now. So Felix, go ahead and fill for the remaining. So the person that said she we should do the autofill again, this is how it works. Okay, you either drag it the way he did, or once that black plus icon shows up, you double tap it. You tap it twice, double click, right? You tap it twice and then it automatically fills. That's how the autofill works. So the next thing we have is our, what's the next item I told us? We have average, we have minimum and maximum. I think that's the last three things we are going to do for today. So now with all we have, like with the little you've gathered from how to use Excel functions, can you do minimum, maximum, and average? Who can try? Even if it's in the comment, you can tell us what to do so that we do that and round up the class.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, Anike Dorothy is saying she can, and I see that you are in the studio. I think you should just unmute yourself and go ahead.
Okay, Anike Dorothy says she can. So Anike Dorothy can go ahead.
Okay, I can try. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The person putting the cursor, can you put the cursor on H? That's on H2. Then press, you are doing minimum, H2. Okay, press equal to minimum. Just press MIN. Minimum will come out.
Don't forget, tell us what minimum does as you are entering it. Read it out so that we can understand what minimum is. When we are doing minimum, what are we trying to do? What do we have at the back of our mind? So we can read
Okay.
out what
Okay,
is
guys,
there.
okay. Minimum is not out yet.
Minimum returns the smallest number in a set of values. It ignores logical values and text.
All right.
Okay, can you press the
So go ahead.
okay. Now, then after press the minimum, are you there? Are you
Felix, so
there?
click on the mean now. Click on it.
Click on, yeah, thank you. Go to we are using the cost. Go to B2. Click on B2. Thank you. Okay, let there be a comma. Put a comma. Then go to C2. Press enter. I hope I am right.
We'll find out. I'm waiting for him to hit enter. Abi is from my end that I cannot see what the result is.
The result is
Is that
9,500.
What did the result give you?
9,500.
So why am I not seeing anything from my end again?
so?
Can you see
Am I
that?
right?
Okay. Yes, exactly, Celesta. That's the problem. You are in the studio, we can see your screen, but we can't hear you when you talk. Probably you are still on YouTube. So it's YouTube that is taking your, what's it called? that is taking your audio also. Now that you are unmuted, try to speak.
Can can you go back to the screen sharing?
Okay, please just concentrate on sharing your screen and demonstrating what is taught.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. We can
Can you
hear
hear me
you
now?
loud and yes, very loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I've been talking since, but nobody's hearing. I don't know what the problem is though.
Probably because we are still
So
on
you can
YouTube.
finally
You
hear me
just
now.
unmute. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I muted myself since when. Okay, it seems Clementina is now on call again.
Okay.
Hmm.
Dora was saying something. Is Dora still around?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Who?
So since both of you can hear each other now, just go over it again so that it demonstrates what you are saying and we'll see for ourselves.
Okay, so we can go out
All
and
right,
fresh.
so I should go.
Yeah, clean up
Is that
the
what you're
take it
saying?
off. Take 9-5 out. Yes, take 9-5 out. Go to the H column. Take it out. Okay. Are you ready? Click out. Thank
Yeah,
you. Go back to the H column. Okay,
I
please
am. If
press
you can see my
equal
screen,
to.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, press equal to. Okay.
Yeah.
Press mini.
Okay.
We are doing minimum. So press MIN.
Yeah.
Okay, enter. Yes. Okay, go to B2. Click on B2.
Yeah.
Okay, put a comma. Put a
Uh,
comma.
oh.
The comma, okay. Have you put a comma? B2
Yeah.
is
Wait a
reflecting
second.
twice. All I said, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
put a comma. Go to
Yes,
C2.
I have. I should go to what C2,
C2.
right? All right.
Yes, C2. Okay. Press enter.
Okay. See the same figure though.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, but I'm thinking the explanation for that is we are finding the minimum between 90,000 and 95, and the minimum should
Are you
logically be
there?
9.
Hello guys, I'm
Yes, I'm
here. I'm
there.
back. All right, that's a nice attempt. That's a nice one. Let me correct the notion. One thing here is that you are working in different cells. So when you are working on minimum, go back to what minimum does again. Let's start from there.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. This is where you want me to be, right?
No.
Or you can hear me.
Take it off and start afresh. There's something she wants to read. She wants to know. Thank
I want
you.
you to read
That's
it
all.
by yourself. What's this minimum? What does it do? Say equal to mean. When you say equal to mean, as minimum is popping up, place your cursor on that mean. What does it do exactly?
It says
Returns the smallest
returns the
number.
smallest number in a set of values. Ignores
Okay,
logical
fine.
values and text.
Fine. That's where you are getting it wrong. In a set of values, right? So let me say, for instance, price on its own is a set of values. Quantity on its own is a set
Okay.
of values. The reason why you're moving front and back is that you're looking at the minimum between cost and price, and it doesn't work that way.
Mm,
These are two different set of values, right?
okay.
Do you understand? Even though it's actually showing you that 90,000 or 95 is smaller than 90,000, but it hasn't shown a set of values. Do you get? Because you cannot now say
Yeah.
the price of, but in a set of values, when we say set of values, what you're looking at is now under price, for instance, what is the minimum amount there? You're looking at a particular set per time. You're not looking across columns. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
That's where
yeah, I
that's
understand.
where you are getting it wrong. So if you want to check for minimum, it's either you're checking for a particular column. If you want to check the minimum price, you have to go under the column and do that. If you want to check for quantity, even if you want to do it on H, right? If you want to check it on H as well, you can do equal to, but you have to go back to the column and highlight the values there. That's the set of values you are looking at. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it works. So it could be that you want to look at what's the minimum power in that this cell G is the power function, right? You can say equals to minimum. You highlight everything under the power column or whichever column of your choice. But you know you have to click on minimum first. Let it enter. It has not entered yet. Okay. So you either select the whole thing, all of them. You are going to select all of them because you are comparing within a set of values. You want to check which one, it's just like doing greater than less than. Do you get?
Okay, Jesus.
So you close your bracket now and you hit enter. So from this set of values under price, the minimum price is what? 5 5. That's what minimum does. As simple as that. Okay. If you want to check what's the maximum price too, you can check under cost. If you want to check the minimum cost, which one has the lowest cost, the least cost, which one has the highest cost or highest price. That's what minimum and maximum does. Is that okay?
Oh, oh, now I get.
Exactly. That's what happens. So in this under cost, the highest is 400,000. That's the largest. That's what maximum does. And then under price, the least price is 555. So you can do minimum and maximum for both price and cost at the same time, like individually. Like instead of, if we had done maybe list price is 5 5, we can still come back for price, we can still do maximum. Looking at it, you already know that it's 8,000. But you can have a larger
Yeah.
data set that you don't know what is where, and you can just say, okay, I want the maximum for this column, and it returns it for you. That's what minimum and maximum does. It doesn't compare across columns. It compares a
Okay, it
certain
says
set
within
of
itself.
values.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
I hope that's okay.
Yes, that's okay. It's remaining average now.
Average is the same thing as mean, right? If you want to do average, it's also the same thing. It applies under average too. You want to find the average for price, you want to find the average for maybe the average price, the average cost, average quantity, blah blah blah. It's same thing as mean. Do you get it? I
Yeah.
think it's already written there.
Mm. So it doesn't compare column to column.
No,
Um,
no, it doesn't. It's just the normal way you do mean in school. You have to add all the observations for a particular something, right? And then you divide it by the number. That's what average does. It's just that in Excel, if you just put in the function, you don't need any all those addition and subtraction again. It gives it direct. Normally, manually, if you want to get the average cost, you have to add 9,000 plus 7,800 plus 5,000 plus this. You add all of them and divide it by 12. That is the number of observation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to
Yes.
find mean on a normal note. But in Excel, once you put in the average, it has already average recognizes that it will just run that thing that you'd have done manually. It will run it and give you the direct answer. You don't need to come and start adding it. The average function already captures all of those things and then gives it. So it's telling us now that the average cost is 105,300. So that's the average cost for this. Do you get it? Is that clear? Any confusion anywhere?
For me, no, but maybe we can read the comment section.
Yeah, and most times because you are working on these things, you may have to place them under the column that you are
Under the
working on. You get? For instance, instead of placing your except you have to indicate that this is average price. You may have to be yes, you may have to write average on in one cell and then you now show the average under the column.
Somebody says, please, please do the minimum again.
It's okay. You can go ahead and do it again for their own benefit. But this time, do it under the cell you are working with. So under the column you are looking at.
Okay, someone is asking if you can repeat the explanation for the average, please.
Okay, we are
Okay.
doing for the minimum.
You're doing for minimum, right? All right. Finish up with
Okay,
this,
yeah.
then
So
I do that.
so this is the minimum. I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Yes,
can
you
Yes,
hear
I
can.
you.
can.
Oh,
Okay.
glory to God.
So you
Finally.
can see that the minimum cost is what? Look at the set of values. You will see that the minimum cost is actually 4 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you also do maximum, it will give you 400,000. We've done it earlier. So it's just telling you which one is the highest, which one is the lowest, and the rest of them.
Celesta, I think that in
Sorry,
what's
the
this?
name is Celesta. Celesta Felix, not Celestia.
Okay, all
Celesta
right,
Felix.
all right.
Thank you.
I thought you
So
said you were a guy.
I'm a guy
No,
now. I'm a man. I'm
okay,
a
away.
man.
He
I
said
wanted to
he's
say
a
that
man.
in
I'm a
cell
man.
A man in a
Yeah.
female body.
Celesta,
Hell
can you hear
no.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Felix. Yeah, I can hear
Okay, I
you.
wanted to say that in cell A14, can you just type in minimum to that cell A14?
A 14.
A14, yes, that's just before
Okay.
the 45. Okay, so in that box, type minimum so that everybody gets it that
Yeah,
that's
you
the
can just
minimum.
type me. That's okay.
Okay, yeah. I got it.
No. All right. So you
And then
can do
should I
the
But
do it
same.
calm
on old?
down. Wait, calm down. Are you actually a guy? Be serious.
Yeah, I'm a guy. For real. I'm a guy. You want to
I
see my
don't
picture or
believe.
something? Yo,
You
I'm a
can show us your
guy.
video.
Now this
Like,
word is not.
I hope I'm not the only one that is
I'm
confused.
a guy. Like, I'm a man. For real.
He's a guy and he sounds sweet.
Let's
And don't
leave that
worry.
argument for another
Don't worry.
day.
For
I'll
those that
tell
are
you
in
back.
Lagos, maybe when we now see each other, maybe on a good day, we'll have a hangout, stuff like that.
No, your voice is giving you away. I can't believe that.
Oh, glory. Oh,
Yes, please.
so what do I need to
So go
do?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do the maximum again. You can write mass in cell A15 and then you do it again. And you do average too. And you indicate that it's average. And to be calming down now. You don't forget your equal to bar. Where you dey lie, say you be man, don't make you forget what you supposed to do. God don't catch you, Sha.
Why will I lie for that kind of thing now? No.
So yeah, we can see that, right? Okay, somebody said I should explain average again, right? So what I'm saying is that average is the same thing as mean. Okay, when you want to find a mean of a particular thing, that's average. Statistically, average is mean. Even there, they'll tell you that means that's the same thing with arithmetic mean. So what I'm saying is that what average does is to sum the whole set of values. All the set of values is sums it and divides it with the number of observations. That's what it does. You know, in statistics, they'll tell you S equals to summation of X over N, right? So in Excel, you don't need summation of X over N. The function average already has done that for you. Calling that function out alone has done both the summation and division all together. So it will just go ahead and give you the answer. Do you understand?
Yes, we
I hope the
do.
person that said that is clear now.
Yes, we do.
Okay, okay. So any more questions? We have 2 more minutes to, back out from class. So I hope you
And
learned something new today.
sorry, Clementina.
Yes, please.
Uh, did you record the session? Like, did you record it?
It's recorded now. Can't you see
Oh,
it?
okay,
It's still
okay,
live. It's recorded.
It's
okay,
recorded.
nice.
Every session you get to have is recorded. Yeah, for those that want to replay, you can always watch it again. You can.
All right,
Very good.
Okay,
all
someone
right.
is asking if the class is recorded and sent to our group chat. Yes, you will get the link to the recording in the group chat.
I'm not a talkative. Oh Lord. Shebi una dey see recordings of previous class every time for group. Why they ask me that kind of question?
She's probably new to it also.
No problem. You're actually free to ask questions though. Don't mind. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it
I
for
just wanted to be
today.
sure.
You say?
No, I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, is that Celesta Bifelis?
Celesta Felix. Celesta.
Oh, Celesta. No problem. Now you ask that question, Abby.
Eh, um, all right. There's one data issue that's giving me problem. Maybe after the class, I'll chat you up. Maybe we can work out together if you don't mind, if you have time.
It's okay, no problem.
Okay, yeah, because I have this scattered data and I wanted to clean it and rearrange it, and it was giving me a whole lot of issues. A data full with
Hmm.
figures and crazy figures.
It's okay. It would have been nice if we had done that in class. We don't have the time now, anyways. But even if I do that with you personally, I'll still have to bring it back to the class when it's time for data cleaning, so that they benefit from all of those stuffs. So it's
Okay,
fine.
so can we do it now? Maybe if they have time, let's vote then. Just a few minutes. Let's see if it will work.
Ah, not today, please. Not today, please. I'm sorry.
All right.
Please, not today. Our head is already filled up. Let's digest what we learned today, please.
All right. Okay, got it.
It's fine. It's okay.
You can work
So
it up between yourselves, and then when
Oh,
we
please,
when it's
no, no,
done,
no
Clementina,
problem.
what's the name of the group so that I can chat you up?
Chinalorum.
Whoa.
Okay, all
Chinaloro.
of us.
You see? You say what?
God, I beg. I
I
beg.
didn't get that. Anyways, I think there's going to be a premium group for Excel class. So those in the premium group will get to, learn a lot of those things, right? I don't know if Mr. David has mentioned that already. I know there is going to be a premium group. So for those that would subscribe to the premium group, yeah, you get to learn a whole lot of things. And
I'll
you
be
get,
racing.
yeah. You will get to learn a whole lot of things, and you can always reach out as well. No problem.
Yeah, please, Chine, are you one of the admins? Because I don't see that name recorded here. Chino, no, no.
In call, you see me now. Am I not Clementina? Chinanum Clementina. Can't you see me there? On the
On this,
they have the
on this group
help
I am.
person.
Thing is, are
Uh,
you
I'm on this group
Felix,
that
do
they just looked up. What's the name of the group? This
okay? That's the thing.
2024
Are you sure
September.
you two are making reference to the same group? Because I know that there are different Excel groups for the free classes.
Okay, yeah, this group I'm in is this
it's gonna be
2024
fun.
September group fall, like group four.
Aha.
I'm in group
So
four.
she could be in group six or group one or group two. So you have to
Oh,
reconcile that.
Okay, okay. Please, we've come to the end of today's class. Okay, since I don't think there
Thank
is
you
any
very
more question, so if there is any other question, you can ask in the groups. I will respond.
All right. Thank
thank you
you for coming today. Thank you for
Yeah,
your
I hope
very
you
time.
gained value.
much. Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Is that right? See you all, both the ones that are male